I'm live. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, John.
Oh, you're not.
No, yes, I am.
I just got the notification because I am on the notification gang for Tony Old Wolf. So if you are not, what you do down below where you've already subscribed and you've already hit the like button, there's a little bell. You click the bell and you want all notifications. If you do that, anytime he does a sip and drink and hangout like this, you're going to get the notification. It's going to pop in your feed and you'll be here in the chat listening, joining, hanging out with us.
I love you.
I'm a hype man. I can hype.
You can hype. How are you on the tequila?
I got this much left, but I also got this much left.
That bottle's too full.
I'm not a fool. When I join a show with Tony, I come prepared.
You have to.
I don't drink tequila often, but I like sipping tequila. It's very enjoyable. It's very smooth. So this company, this George Clooney's company, Casamigos.
Okay, stop. He doesn't own it. He sold it.
He sold it?
He sold it for over $1 billion.
He did? Well, because it's a fucking good tequila. That's why.
He sold it for $1 billion.
I'm not even joking. I finished a tiny bottle that was like this big earlier today. Now I'm on this one, and I got another one of these in the closet. So it's a good, like, smooth, like, chill sipping tequila. So that's what I've got right now, but I can certainly reload as needed. So cheers to you, Prost or Skol or whatever you want to say, whatever language you want to cheers in.
Should I see if Bearded Comics is around?
What I'll do is I'll just start spamming the link you sent to me into a bunch of Instagrams, and we'll see what we get.
Do it.
You can. How about you share a couple of books while I do that, and then we'll figure out where we're at.
Well, I mean,
pick something you didn't share with Kevin just a little bit ago that you were like, oh, this would have been fun.
If I get out of this chair, I have to go pee.
Oh. So you're saying you need me to do everything on the show is what you're saying?
Yeah, because I'm old.
Well, I'm going to drop the link to Bearded. And then I'm going to share 2 slabs while you run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
2 minutes into this video.
I'm going to mute it. I'm old, but I have a strong stream.
Stream. Yeah. I don't want to do the stream. All right. So let's see. I'm going to randomly pull a book that I got back from CGC this week. And let's see if it's something good. Yeah, it is. I only got 3 9/8, sucker. And here's one of them. This is a slightly popular book with Gore the God Butcher being played by, what's his name? Bale. Christian Bale is going to be playing that guy, Gore the God Butcher, in the new Thor movie. And here's his first appearance. And the all-black Necro sword, which I don't think is on the cover anywhere, but that's really cool too. So I got this back in a 9/8. It was one of only, I think, 3. I only got 3 9/8 in this current submission to CGC. I didn't do as well, but I had predicted I would get some slightly lower grades this time around. So there you go. Agu, I have a feeling Agu is also on the notification gang for Tony's channel. So Agu, thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping the eyeballs in the chat. Tony's using the bathroom. We just spent an hour and 10 minutes or so over on Superpower Review, and Tony's a little drunk. He wants to keep the party going. So here we are on his channel, and my job is to post the link a few times around. So if Agu wants the link, you just let me know. In fact, Agu, I'm just going to give it to you even if you don't want it. So there you go, Agu. I'm dropping the link to you as well. And Simple Simon, I'll drop the link to you too. So where are you at, Simon? It's not under that though, is it? It's Simple Simon has a different name on Instagram, and I gotta remember it. There it is, the noob. I'm dropping it to you too. Right. Those are people with the notification bell click.
Hold on.
I'm pointing out those 2 guys.
I want Simple Simon on.
I just sent him the link.
Oh, did you?
I'm your baby here, man. I got you. All you gotta do is take a leak. Drink some whiskey and share a book.
There was more than a leak coming out of me at that time.
I don't doubt it.
I know. Okay.
Okay. Let's see who else. I'm just gonna start sending it to groups I'm in.
I want Simple Simon to get on.
I sent it to him. He's seen it already, but he might be busy. You know, I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Yay! Yes, that's the guy.
Let's do it. Let's do it, mate. I was editing a video, and then I got a notification saying Old Wolf is live, and I was like, oh, I got to get in on this. So
Yes.
I want to Simon. I want to apologize. I couldn't get in that 2 week to get into your 900.
That's okay. Hey, you're the one who missed out on those lick-worthy books that I'm sending out. So
Hey, and I, as a fan of the giveaways on that guy's channel, I'm just gonna say I don't have an Australian flag yet, but when I get one, that's what Chris Hemsworth should be really holding. Let's just be honest. I won this giveaway from Simon. This statue came from Australia.
Nice.
He probably had to pay $700 to ship this to the United States.
Simon, did you get my Christmas card?
Christmas card.
I sent you a Christmas card.
It's probably gonna, mate. There's people. I've had stuff. Matilda Gothica sent me something on the 1st of November, and it's still not here. And the last tracking update was 1st of November as well. So.
Yikes.
Okay, so if you never get it, I sent it to you. So
Well, that's all good, mate. I also don't check my letterbox very often, so it could be in there.
That's possible.
I have to walk like 50 meters to my letterbox, so it's a long walk.
All right, I'm just
what
dropping.
Are you drinking? Son, what are you drinking?
I had a beer left in the fridge, and I drank that on my stream. And then I got this, and my mate left one more can.
Wild Turkey. Is it a beer whiskey mix?
Yeah.
Whiskey and cola.
My friend left it here the other night. So, and I got to pick up Sarah later, so I can only probably have one. So,
yeah.
She's hilarious. What a great person to include on your channel. Much less like hang out with every time you get a chance, but like she's a cool addition to your channel.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely helped me get another, 30 or 40 views every video.
Oh my God.
Bubs did the stream the other night as a video entry, and he played all these videos of me and Sarah, and then Bubs was like, "Oh man, I tried to get you to plug your channel, but you only got 1 sub from his stream." And I was like, "Yeah, but Sarah got 5." Thanks, guys.
There you go. That's what does it.
So,
I mean, honestly, I have 2 cute blondes I sit with on the couch every weekend, and it tends to do a lot of good for my channel.
Yeah. From day one, I always said I'm watching them and your father.
Awkward.
Yeah,
but true.
I'm not. Yeah, that is awkward, huh? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just sharing this link out as often as I can.
Old Wolf just dropped it in the thing. So.
Oh, did he? Okay, then good. I'm done putting it into that chat.
G-Spot. I just hung out with G-Spot on my stream. Good times.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, there we
I'm
go.
gonna get you guys on there one day. You guys got collectible. I know Old Wolf does. John, I don't know. Do you collect many things besides comics?
DVDs and Blu-rays, mainly movies. Movies is the main alternative to
I'm
that.
sure you've got at least 5 things you could show off on my collectible show and tell stream, right?
I've also got a fair amount of toys, but none of them are in boxes. They're all unboxed.
It's all.
So
It's just bring 5 items to show and tell. That's all it is, mate.
Oh, I could totally. Are you kidding me?
I know
Yeah.
Old Wolf, I've seen some toys that Old Wolf's got. So like I'm sure.
I've got a pretty sweet. I keep a cabinet full next to my trades, so I probably can handle that.
I may have a box full of toys. You know, what do you call it? The action figures that never been out of the package.
Mint on card.
Yes, yeah. Since the 80s.
I might have them in a box or 2.
The real thing is like, when they haven't punched the hole out yet of the hook.
Oh, I said, oh
wow.
God,
that's like a gem mint.
I said that's you realize I'm going back to the freaking yard man. I said that to Edward. God.
I still want to be.
It's been a year and a half, probably.
Yeah, I sent him a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character. that wasn't punched.
And he let his kid open it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
my girls will open anything. Do not send me a mint on card toy that you want like to be staying in mint on card. My girls open everything. Pops. We don't keep pops in the box around here. They are all opened.
Yeah. I sent him that. I sent him the character. It wasn't unpunched. And he showed it on a show. What happened after that, I don't know.
It's all a mystery at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to be the only person in Australia with a copy of Yarn Man. I'm on the hunt.
Have you got it yet?
There's a really good chance of that.
Yeah, but like it's not something like did that book even make it to Australia? Like
I don't know. It's up to you to make it there.
Yeah, no. Well, I've got so I bought Bearded's variant, and he sent it because shipping was crazy. So I just said, hey, wait till shipping dies down. But I've got Bubs building a box for me, so I got Bearded to send it to him.
Nice.
So when I get it, I'm hoping I'm the only guy in Australia with Bearded variant.
It cost me $100 to send you a Christmas card.
Are you serious?
No way. No way.
It was the shipping to Australia is like doubled apparently in the last couple of months.
I know it cost it wasn't cheap to send you a T-shirt.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That
He had to send me a freaking statue.
That you're not wearing right now because you're wearing a Batman.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Sarah actually.
Do you want me to go put your shirt on, Tony? Is that what you're asking?
I want my shirts on everybody.
I'll be right back.
Sarah actually slept in my Young Wolf T-shirt last night.
Really?
She woke up. I got mad at her this morning. I was like, "You went to bed in my Young Wolf T-shirt? It's covered in cat hair now." I was like, "You don't go to bed in my T-shirts because I hate getting cat hair over everything."
You know, that's an original. You're the only one that has that.
It's a one of one. It's a rare community. Yeah,
nobody else wants my T-shirts.
That's my idea too. It's so funny, dude. Every time I wear it to work, I always get at least a couple of comments like, "Who is that? And what is that? Like, what is that T-shirt you're wearing?" And it's funny because one of my friends at work yesterday, he saw it and he asked me. He thought it was my friend from work, Tony. He's like, "Is that Tony?" I was like, "Yeah, it actually is a Tony."
You know, if they want some, I'll send them they can buy them.
Old Wolf merch, get it happening. I want that on a mug. Then I want that on a mug.
You know what? Okay, now I have to figure out how to get it on a mug, you bastard.
Well, you can if you put it on a Redbubble, like you don't even have to do anything. Redbubble does all the work for you.
Okay, I'll write that down.
But you don't. I think you make like nothing. You pretty much give them Russ, Rayman. They've all got Redbubble merch. So I think they barely make any. They don't really make anything off it, but still get your name out there. It's affordable for people to just get your merch.
Okay, let's understand this. There you go. Look at the original. Yes.
Never seen that one.
This is what I wear when I want my wife to know it's business time.
Is that first? Is that a first print? Is it?
No, the first print I can't wear anymore. It's like all shredded.
There was a time I used this printer right on the side of me that I would make the friggin' thing that I would get an iron and I would iron them into the T-shirt and everything. And then I said, "Screw this! It's like it's killing me because I'm doing all the friggin' work."
It's true.
So I went to what site was that? What was it? I don't even know. And he picked it up. And then there was another site that you picked it up, Simon. So now I have to get a mug of.
So Redbubble, if you upload your images of Redbubble, you can get it on anything. You can get shower curtains, bed sheets, pillows.
It's so hilarious.
Whatever you want, you can get your face on it.
Really?
Yeah. Super Russ does it.
Super Russ's store for buying merch is phenomenal.
Okay,
I do need to spend some money over there. I just did a bunch with Morbius. Now I need to move around. I keep going and finding somebody and trying to buy a little bit of their merch. But now I've got so many T-shirts I can't possibly wear them all.
Well, I'm sick of wearing like just like nerdy t-shirts. I want to support the community, so I want to get community shirts now.
I try to every month spend a little money in somebody's Teespring or whatever.
I love my old wolf shirt. My young wolf shirt. Sorry, my young wolf shirt.
You gotta promote that.
I do, man. I wear it all the time. But just people don't know who you are when they see it. They're like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "This handsome devil here." It's awesome. When he was young,
I was a goddamn stud.
he was.
Oh jeez. Oh,
I'm just keep sending the link. I think I got somebody on the leash here who might join us at some point.
who?
I'm not telling you. That's the fun of it. Is I just keep sending the link to people, and then we'll see who shows up. This is a prime example. Simple Simon is here now.
I was excited.
Now you're gone. See, we got rid of the troublemaker. Now it's just me. Hey,
I was excited.
I know you're a huge Batman fan. I got some Batman things this week.
What you got?
The final issue of this. Did you read Robin and Batman? This was great.
No, I've got them all, but I haven't been reading much. So,
I will say I thought this was really well done. And the
final issue.
It was a 3-issue miniseries from Jeff Lemire. And
I haven't read that one yet.
It's based on the simple premise that it's possible, because of their backgrounds, that Dick Grayson and the Flying Grayson family, might have known Killer Croc, who was a circus freak.
Yeah.
They may have traveled in similar circles. And then therefore, when Batman starts hanging out with a little kid, it's possible Killer Croc would have been like, I've seen that kid and his parents just died. Like, I know this kid. And it would basically unravel a lot of things, right? So Killer Croc has a great part in this 3-issue series. It really came out well.
Yeah, 3 issues I could do. I could knock that out in the 5 hours.
I think it would make a really great small black label trade. I think it would look really cool. Because it's Dustin Nguyen's watercolor artwork, which is just phenomenal. The guy just paints the lights out of stuff. So that was great. And then I have yet to read The Curse of the White Knight.
Yeah, me neither.
Sean Murphy. So I've read The White Knight, but I went back to my library and got it again so that I could read The Curse of the White Knight. So I've got these 2 Sean Murphy books I want to read.
Those are great.
I loved the original. The second one started having turn of the century Bruce Wayne's dad is also Batman stuff, which I can't handle that stuff.
So
yeah, I don't know.
I see. I like that stuff.
I hate that Batman's dad was also Batman. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Because Bruce Wayne became Batman because his dad died. If you tell me that Bruce Wayne's dad was also Batman, it just screws the whole thing up for me.
I started reading comics when Batman was written by Tom King, and this is 50 issues in. So the marriage where everyone dropped off Batman, that's where I started. So you can imagine
that's so good.
You can imagine me getting to the Nightmares story arc, which everyone hates.
And you were just I'm not smoking enough weed to enjoy this.
Isn't Thomas Wayne dead? Isn't that the whole thing? So I had no idea. So I read Flashpoint only a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't gone back and read a lot of the classics. So
So I think the beauty of what I love about Simon's channel, and if you guys aren't subscribed to Simple Simon, you're missing out. And thank God Tony's out of here again. What I like about your channel is that you're a great place for new readers to find a way into comic books. Because I feel like it's such an exclusive club sometimes where people are like, I don't know where to jump in on X-Men because it's been around for so many decades. I can't even possibly. And same with Batman. I love that you were just who cares? It's the middle of Tom King's run. Let's just dive in and try it. And then you found stuff you like. You found Red Hood. You got into Red Hood. You found the things that you liked. Your enthusiasm as being new to this is absolutely contagious.
And that was the point of my I always wanted to do YouTube. And then when I finally came up with an idea, I was like, oh, I've gotten into comic books. Why don't I make a channel about me being new to this? But
and then you get your shop owner thrown in as well, and it's
that was a blessing.
I love it. I already sent him the link, Tony. Don't worry.
Mark offered me to film in his old shop, and his old shop looked great for a set and everything like that. So now his current shop looks a little bit more warehousey, concrete walls and stuff. But his old shop was all white, presented a lot better.
He moved in before the end of the year, though, right? He was in 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 November or
He's
something,
been
right?
there for a while. He's been there for not quite 2 years, I think, but close
Oh,
to
wow,
2 years
okay.
now. And so in between shops, he was running his business out of a storage unit. And
Wow.
it was actually really cool because you'd get to the storage unit, you'd call him and say, "Hey, I'm here," and he'd come out and then
Slide
pick you
the
up
door
and then
out.
drive you back into this little garage storage unit. And sometimes you'd be there and you'd see these other people, and you're like, "They're totally here for Mark." So sometimes there'd be like 3 of us jumping into his car. He'd drive us into the garage, and we'd hang out for like 2 hours just talking nerd stuff.
Fuck, I
It's
love
actually
this. This makes me so sad. I've never been to Australia. Just this whole concept. I need to go.
Okay. John, you have to sell some stuff.
I need
Get
to
some
go to
money.
a lot of places, Tony. I've wanted to go to Australia. I have real good friends in New Zealand. I want to visit. A ton of friends through Fiji, like that whole South Pacific. There's a whole bunch of good stuff going on there that I want to get involved with.
Okay, that doesn't matter. But
I know you want me to go to Boston and pack my caddy to have it back.
What's your problem? All right, you got a car. You got a pot.
I've actually been to Massachusetts 3 times.
Yeah, we know already because you had a freaking thing when you were
long
younger.
ago
Went
in a
to
galaxy
Cambridge.
far, far away.
Yeah, you went to Cambridge and you put together.
And Brookline. I was in Brookline. And then I actually did the like, I don't know what it's called, the tour where Abigail Adams, like an Abigail Adams performer, walks you through the city, like the downtown Boston area, to like show you important landmarks. That's how much of a tourist in Boston I was.
Exactly. That makes you a tourist.
Oh, absolutely. I owned that shit.
You know, okay. I am Simon. I'm sorry, but my wife keeps going, "Where are we going for vacation?" I said, "I don't know." I throw dice down because I have no fucking clue where she wants to go, and basically California comes up twice.
Meant to be is what I'm saying.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down twice and fib and say, "Hey, oh my fucking Lord." Oh, did I say F?
You did.
The only reason I said F is because this guy right here, right?
I just got rid of your Russian. Don't worry. Oh crap!
What's up, fellas?
That's the only reason why I would swear right now. Because he had
Cheers,
the
y'all.
pubic hair on his chin.
Oh, I didn't even drink. I cheers you and then I didn't drink.
Simon, it is so great to stream with you, my friend.
Yes.
I don't think we're hung out.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
think so.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. Just I'm glad that I'm as soon as I saw the notification that Old Wolf was streaming, I quickly finished what I was doing so I could jump on. So
Nice.
And you already looked in your inbox and there was John dropping you the link.
yeah, that's right. I was really sad last week because I saw the video. I worked last week and then I was like, oh man, I missed out on like a Sipping with Old Wolf stream. This was the best back when he used to do it like what, a year ago or so. You were doing it
It was
every
like
weekend.
a weekly thing. You'd get every Friday night or something.
And then some weekends he wouldn't be there, and it was sad.
Can I say something?
This is your channel. You're not allowed to talk.
Go away.
I know I did these like every week and type of thing, and I'm so happy, and it's going to sound so wrong, that Simon was drinking absinthe with me.
Absinthe. Oh my God, I remember that show. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
And he had a
Right now, Justin's like, what show did I just join? They used to drink absinthe. Are you shitting me?
but
And Tony got a nipple piercing live. It was amazing.
Wow. No.
anyways, and then, but no, it didn't mean that. Okay, he drank absinthe and everything, but it meant more to me that he was curled around the toilet,
Yeah.
yakking.
Yeah.
I can tell you the story about that, all right? So I remember I was so hammered. I felt like I woke up and all of a sudden the only people left on the stream was Old Wolf,
Yep.
Perry,
Yep.
and Bueller. And I was like, how did Perry and Bueller get
Because
here?
those are 3 people who they don't sleep. So those 3 people are
but they're
guaranteed
way
to be
above
awake
me.
at pretty much
They're way
any
above
time.
me.
I was just like, how did I get here, right? And then I remember just sniffing while I was like, I cannot be hanging out with people right now. So I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go. But before I do, let me have shot number 9 or whatever number it was. I had the shot,
Man.
and then next thing you know, this is when I first kind of started hanging out with Sarah. And
Because this was mid-COVID. This was like mid-COVID.
I woke up to her calling me, and I was like, what the hell? Did I tell her to come over? I literally, she was at my front door. I stumbled over there, and literally, she goes, how are you? And I just ran to the kitchen and spewed everywhere.
Oh man.
Everywhere. And all I remember was like black chunks coming out of my mouth, and then waking up in my bed at 2 a.m. and she had cleaned it all up.
Oh,
Wow.
See, that's okay.
Wow, you
so-
didn't have to clean anything. Wow.
Wow. There's a movie that is a great yes. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
No,
You did the high grade level of this movie called Bronx Tale by Robert De Niro. He directed this movie where the guy's trying to decide if a girl is worth your while, and his dad says, what you do is you open her door, you lock your door, then you go around, you open her door for her, let her in, close her door. If she unlocks your door
Yes.
by the time you walk around the other side of the car, she's a keeper.
yes.
If she doesn't, she's too focused on herself. She's not worth your time. What you did, Simon, was like the next level up version. If you puke across your entire house and invite her over, and when you wake up the next day, she's cleaned it,
No,
she's a keeper.
Accurate. It's accurate.
I gotta talk. Simon, it meant shitload to me that you did that. It did. I don't care about what she did, but okay,
Sorry.
but what you did.
I didn't drink spirits. I haven't drank. I don't know if I've drank straight spirits since then.
Well, I mean, you got scarred pretty bad.
You can understand. You are to me, to you, you're blood because what you did.
I did it for you because I had nothing to drink, and you guys were all drinking, and I wanted to
I
drink.
know.
All I had was my like 300 bottle of whiskey that hasn't been opened in 30 years, and Oldwood said, "I'm not worth it." So I mean, I've got that and a bottle of absinthe.
all of it.
Drank the absinthe.
Yeah,
My
I
favorite
wasn't sure what I was
is-
getting into here.
I was on a stream with Simon when he was ordering what he calls Mackers, I believe.
That's very good.
Live on the show, he was ordering the
No, it
the
was Lee.
McDonald's
It was-
fried pies,
It was Lee that ordered it.
and
Yeah.
and
I
it was like
telling him about it.
you were telling, you guys were like
Lee
talking
ordered
about eating them like it's middle of COVID. I should call like Uber Eats or whatever Australia does, and like
Yes.
have them deliver McDonald's fried pies like to the house while I'm on a show. It was amazing.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. I don't care about this, that, and another thing. Simon was willing to drink absinthe with me and get totally
It's
fucking shit-faced.
It's another level. I agree. You will not get me to that level.
It's like, you know,
Yeah, and
that been
Firstly, I will never have absinthe in my house just randomly, like
Oh,
on a
no.
Friday night. Like
They're gonna
oh,
ship it to your house, John.
absinthe. It's
Someone
right
gave-
there.
someone gave me the bottle,
me,
so
we're
I
gonna
was
put
always
this
too
in
scared to drink it.
He's like, I've bought it, but like a stick of dynamite, I didn't touch it. I just didn't want it to go off
And
accidentally.
now, I'm pretty sure Bueller and Perry will probably never talk to me ever.
Yeah. Perry doesn't talk to that many people, anyways. Bueller lives in a van at this point. Like, we're not worried about Bueller's reputation.
Talk about Rockstar bus thing.
So good. I can't wait
Hey.
till he comes here with the bus. Like, I'm gonna make a shit ton of content just on him in a bus at my house.
Hey, I have to jump, but I
No,
just
you
wanna-
don't.
No, you're
Yeah,
not going.
I was just here for halftime. It's the game's starting back up again.
Dude, the Pats are playing, and I'm with you four. You think
Look at this masshole over here.
The Pats are
Wait.
playing right now. I don't even know the score.
They're getting-
moving.
They're getting destroyed.
Are they?
Yeah, the Pats are getting destroyed.
What's the score?
It's 27-3, I think,
You son of a bitch.
at the half.
He didn't score any touchdowns.
It wasn't me. I wasn't doing any scoring. But
So where
Tony,
you going?
I wanted to show you what I got here. Check this out.
So good.
You already showed that already.
I didn't know if you. I didn't know
He
if you
didn't
were
know if
there
you
when-
watched
when
our
we were there.
program. You know, we don't know that you watch our content.
Look at this. It even has a little
No.
contraption that you can
Big
put
fucking
stuff
deal.
in.
I saw that already. I saw that show already. You're not killing me already. You don't
Okay.
wear my
So good.
t-shirts
It's such a
already.
good cup.
I do. I love your T-shirt. It's my favorite T-shirt, Tony.
I
Yeah.
need you to tell me
Your
how to get
T-shirt
one of those.
inspired this.
Look at
I
that.
need you to show me how to get one of those.
I will put you in touch with Jose. He is the one
It
who
needs to
created
happen.
this.
It needs to happen.
You see that t-shirt that
Because
John
then we
won?
could both be drinking from them on Tuesdays.
That's true. Yeah.
I love you. But you seen that t-shirt that John's wearing?
Yeah, I see it.
Do you own it?
Oof. No. How do I get one?
This is what makes my wife say,
All you do
"Oh,
is
it's
ask.
time."
is that all I have to do? This is fantastic.
You
Can I
put
get
this shirt
two?
on. And, yeah.
I would like to get two, actually one long sleeve and one short sleeve if I could,
I've got
Tony.
the short
You
sleeve.
can do that.
Right.
I've got the tank top version.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I would. I don't know. I'm not really a tank top guy. I don't know if I can pull that off.
Simon's.
I have the Eddie Murphy
You
raw
want the
leather
old
suit version.
You in that one.
Fantastic. All right, I gotta jump. You guys are all great. Simon, we gotta connect again some point. Would love to.
Oh,
team
yeah,
up
you
at
have
one
to-
point.
you have to-
Tony.
We got to make, you know what I think we should do is we should get Simon on our X-Men show and make him read one of the most random issues in the middle of
I
the
don't know
omnibus.
Let's
Anything
do
about it.
See,
Oh,
it's perfect. We will make you read a completely random issue that is definitely
be-
something that Mark has in the shop.
That would be the
There you
best
go.
like perspective to
Right.
kind of get your perspective
like
of just
jump in
randomly.
one issue and
Yeah.
what the heck's happening.
I mean, worst that happens, you're just gonna have a lot of fun. So either way.
And
I
you
always
stay up
ask people-
you get up super early on a Wednesday morning.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's all right. You'll be fine. All right, gang. I gotta go. Great seeing all of you. We'll
Hey.
talk soon.
Love you, Justin.
Love you, Tony. Later, guys.
Yeah, Simon, what time is it right now for you?
It's about 5 to 2 in the afternoon. So about 1:54 to be exact.
Oh, okay. So, and it's on Sunday for you, right? Yeah. So it would basically be Wednesday at this time. Basically, is when we do our show. Wednesdays at this time. You probably are at work more than likely.
No, so Wednesday, as in my Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Wednesday
every
for you.
Wednesday off. I have every Wednesday off. So
Oh,
Where do you work?
I go see Mark every Wednesday. So anything that's on Wednesday is hard for me to
Possibilities.
watch. But it depends on the time. If as long as I can get back from the shop in time for it, then yeah, sure.
I like this plan. So
Okay.
we will have a conversation later this evening. I'll send you the
Simon, do you
issues.
work with Mark? Is that where you work?
No. So I go,
No.
because that's my weekday. The one weekday I have off, I go get my books on Wednesdays at Mark's. So I normally hang out there. I normally film a video there while I'm there. So that's what I do. That's why I never get to watch like Lame or Frame because it's always
Right.
on while I'm at Mark's
Yeah,
shop.
yeah. We are on a little bit later than Lame or Frame.
Yeah.
They
So
start,
it's
I
not
think,
like now,
they
I
start, I
could-
think, at 8 Eastern, and then we start at 9 Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, he's hitting the like button on the way out, Tony. He's hooking you up. I've had way too much tequila tonight. I don't
No, you
usually
haven't.
drink this much tequila.
Come on,
I-
don't make me. I put you on a pedestal. Don't make you pedestal a lightweight.
I mean, I am a lightweight.
No, you're not.
I am a cheap lay, my man. You know, you
Really?
just give. Heck yeah, baby. Whatever you want.
No, that's not what I want. I want you to be a heavyweight.
I mean, if I keep drinking, I'll get heavier. So, what can we do comic book wise here for your entertainment, Tony?
I got a wall of flame here.
I got all the books I got back from CGC here in a box.
Oh,
You've
okay.
already seen them, right? You that unboxing. You're probably one of the 60 people who watched that unboxing. Well, just grant. Well, I don't need to be the main screen or anything. You know, you can, across the bottom, there's an option where there's like a big screen and 2 little screens, and that's the one you want because then you're on the screen.
Life by night. Ready?
Oops. Hey, Flash is here. What's up again? Two times.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, 2 times Tony.
Three
Oh no,
times.
3 times.
so
Oh, wait a
across
minute.
the bottom, Tony, you want
Flash,
the
you
one
want a
with,
t-shirt?
you want the one with 1 big screen and 2
I-
little screens.
I guess I need one.
What do I want, John?
Underneath all the pictures of us, right there, there's all these options, and you pick the one that has 1 big screen and 2 little screens next to it. and it'll make you big. And then in the main screen where you see your face up above, you grab me and drag me to the middle screen.
It's all about you, huh?
Well, I mean, I've got the slabs here. See, look, you're learning stuff. I taught lots of people these things. Okay, so let's see what I got here.
Hey, John, I'm a little screaming. You see this?
This is Gore the God Butcher and a 9.8, baby. What?
9.8.
This one earlier. This is one of the like 3 9.8s out of 14 that I got from CGC.
9.6 club, baby.
Yeah, well, I'm the 9.4. I'm the 9.4 club now after this last unboxing. So I'm one step below you, Simon. I got 1, 2, 3. These are all 9.4s. Where's the other 9.4s? I got lots of 9.4s in here. These are the best 9.4s I got. So I'm a Vertigo. You're new to comics, Simon. Have you read much Vertigo?
No. I read a little bit of the Death. What's it called? The 2 miniseries about
Sandman.
No, so not Sandman, but there was 2 minis like
the High Cost of Living.
High Cost of Living.
I got those. I got all 3.
High Cost of Living. What's the other one? There's 2.
I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. High Cost of Living I've read and it's great.
Yeah. I loved it. Yeah, I fell in love with it.
When I got back into collecting, Vertigo was the shit, and I read a ton of Fables. And I even got the variant cover here with Alex Maleev's variant cover.
Fable sounds great because I remember Mark talks about it a lot. But I watched you. Was it you, JP, and Sharon doing?
Yeah, and Sharon and a couple other people. I think we had Old Wolf. No, we had Unruly Simeon, not the Wolf. We had the Simeon.
I don't apologize.
But like this one, if you like crime comics, I'm a huge 100 Bullets fan. So I got an issue #1 at Baltimore Comic-Con with my buddy White Wolf. No. I'm drunk now. Look, I can't even remember. White Whale. So many fucking animals in this goddamn community. There's wolves and whales and simians. My God, I feel like Dorothy.
Oh my!
Exactly. There it is. See, Flash knows what's up. So I read a ton of Vertigo, and that's what got me back into collecting, Simon. Like I went through, my LCS owner was an amazing guy like Mark, and he basically just was saying, oh, you liked this? Try this. And it was like everything he picked for me, I loved. And Why the Last Man, 100 Bullets, Fables, those were the big 3. But then beyond that, he got me into a ton of other really great stuff. I was too late for like Constantine, Swamp Thing, and Sandman, which were like phase 1 of Vertigo, like when it was just getting started. So I was in like phase 2 when it was like Transmetropolitan, and which was like a really dark alt future kind of where like journalists were hated and the truth wasn't getting out because politicians were such horrible liars, and it's way too real now comic book.
I was about to say, what future is that?
Dude, you should read it. Legitimately, the first trade for Transmetropolitan has to do with a hardcore reporter who hates everybody, having to go and like sneak himself into a protest that he feels is being rigged by the government to cause upset. Like that is the plot of a comic book from 2002. It is buck wild. So Transmetropolitan is way not PG, not for kids, not family friendly, but spot on politically to where we are. So I've done the first 2 volumes of that, and that was great. So I recommend anybody who's like new to indie comics, get in on that Vertigo stuff, and then Chaos is here. Did you get a haircut, Chris?
I mean, I periodically get haircuts. No,
hey,
you can't hear me.
You can move us around you can go back to everybody being the same size if you want. I'm sorry if I.
I'm very.
Yeah, see, there you go. Look, see, you know how to do this shit.
Front and center, old wolf.
One day you'll know how to do StreamYard. It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like you paid for it, Tony. Did you pay for it? Because the little duck's not there.
No.
Yeah, I paid for it. God damn it!
Oh,
I still
wow.
have the StreamYard logo on my channel.
So do I.
Somehow I hear a 17-year-old with a high-pitched voice freaking talking here. Is that you? Is that what you?
Those are my kids.
You got a 17-year-old with a high pitched voice?
Chris, if you had to pick one Vertigo comic, because I'm sure you've read a ton of them, what would be the one Vertigo that's your favorite?
Is it my favorite or that I would recommend somebody?
No, your personal favorite. I would rather hear that.
I mean, I started early, so it's Preacher, Sandman, one of those two.
Preacher and Sandman, yeah.
You know, and that early 2000s was like my early 20s, so I've never finished Y the Last Man. I've, maybe 6 into Fables kind
It's
of thing.
funny because like you were phasing out and I was phasing in on
back in, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, you'd have been like,
if you combined the two of us, we have a full knowledge of Vertigo.
yeah, there you go. So,
Flash, did you ever read any Vertigo, Flash?
I have not. In fact, I am on, since we talked about it earlier, I am on Comixology looking up Transmetropolitan. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Transmetropolitan. Yeah.
That's a great one too.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely like perverse and wonderful. Like that's the best part. So if I could compare like Vertigo to anything, it would be to like HBO when it first started making shows. So you had like Sex in the City and The Sopranos and The Wire and 6 Feet Under and all these kind of like, there's a ton of sex and language and violence. And that's basically what Vertigo was trying to do, was like tell original stories, but that were really dark and twisted and different. And so you got things like Sandman and Swamp Thing and Hellblazer, which was Constantine stuff. That some of that stuff was added to the Vertigo label later, and others were like Transmetropolitan, which were like original ideas launched, 100 Bullets, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Transmet is really good. I mean, it's Warren Ellis, right? So he's issues, but I mean, before all that Warren Ellis stuff came out, I was rereading Transmetropolitan, and it's really interesting to read that in today's sort of
Right.
climate for the media.
Yeah.
So
It's about
I trailed off.
like the journalist is the main character through the whole run, and he's obviously like he's always drinking and smoking, and he's like this horrible guy, but it's like he's so much better. He's got at least a moral code versus all the politicians he's covering that are just so horrible.
Yeah, there's a real moral code in it.
So, anyways, Tony, did you ever read any? Were you a Vertigo guy? I know you loved Dead Man, and that seems very DC Vertigo Black Label-esque.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
But did you ever get into Vertigo at all? Did you read any Vertigo?
Yeah, of course I get into Sandman.
Then what was your favorite Vertigo title?
I was heavy into Sandman.
And I know that most people, that's how they found Vertigo, was Sandman, because Sandman is so, here's a big word for you, Tony, ubiquitous. Meaning it was everywhere. Like Sandman is one of those books that's just everywhere, because I just feel like people.
Hey Siri, what does ubiquitous mean?
That's the perfect Perry moment right there.
There you go.
But it's true. I think Sandman is this like indie comic Rosetta Stone. It's like everywhere. Everybody knows it has made contact with it in some way.
Well, that was like a real move for comics to become adult on a mainstream level.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was, it was already happening, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of that was all the British writers sort of getting injected in the 80s to the US market. And they're like, well, we need to set this apart if we're going to really sell it. Like we have to tell people it's adult for adults, you know?
Would you be willing to say, because you were there when it was getting going, like for me as an outsider, I always viewed it as a book that allowed women to find an entry point into comic books because it was so male dominated.
Oh my Lord.
Do you feel like Sandman had that like niche? Because I feel like every time Sandman's recommended to me or I post a Sandman book or something, I will have a ton of women telling me that they love that book, that it meant something to them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like the goth kids too. Maybe like the not cool kids. Not that, you know, buying comic books was always cool. But yeah, I mean, I think that was the first like readily available book that wasn't like a outright superhero book. Even at the beginning, though, Sandman sort of dipped into it as if it was in the regular DC universe, and then it sort of found itself straight away from that.
And I've always felt like it was a book that defied the gender expectations of comics and allowed entry for people who had not experienced comics. And it was still connected to DC at large because it would have characters pop in and out that were mainstream DC. But it was basically eschewing all of the culture of DC to go in a different direction.
And so when you're calling all this Vertigo indie, you mean indie in spirit, right? Because it was DC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I honestly consider Vertigo an indie publisher because it defied the logic of mainstream comics and still does, in my opinion, as a publishing company.
Okay, so wait. So is Vertigo? So Vertigo is not its own publisher. It's not.
DC.
It's a branch of DC, and which is why you have things like Swamp Thing and Hellblazer, which is John Constantine, the character from DC Comics.
That was going to be my next question: was how he got over to Vertigo. But since Vertigo is
DC.
just a branch of DC, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, they some of those comics started as just straight DC comics, and then eventually they had this brand Vertigo, and they moved some of them over to the Vertigo side to continue publishing on them over there. But they would still connect. You know, Swamp Thing would appear in Vertigo, and then he would appear in an issue of Justice League or whatever. And so he was a character that moved freely, and Constantine as well.
Okay, so Comixology isn't going to make this easy.
Probably not, but if you just search Transmetropolitan or Sandman, you should be able to find the volume 1 issues. Fables
is on the front page of Comixology.
Yeah.
So it's right there, and if you click on it, it says Vertigo as the publisher. But if I try to search for the publisher Vertigo in Comixology, it comes up empty.
That's hilarious.
That is weird. So if you click on Vertigo, though, when you go into Fables at the bottom where it shows the writer and the artist, it'll say the publisher. Click on that.
Let's see. All right,
I think Tony got locked out of his own stream here.
Yeah, I was going to say, where'd the host go?
I mean, that doesn't bother me, but you know.
Let's see. Oh. So I never ever knew that.
Look at Chaos, who is like a master of this.
Because it's not highlighted or hyperlinked or anything. The words are just there like any other words. I didn't know you could click on them.
But you could click on them. Yeah, that's how you find. Yeah. That's how I find, like, you know, I like a writer or something. I'll go into Comixology.
Yeah.
It does. Comixology doesn't have everything, but you'll find if you can click on the link and then find all the stuff that is at least on Comixology. And same with like some indie publishers. So obviously Marvel would be a lot, or even DC, but sometimes like a Vault or something, you could click on it and see what else is there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was and I'm sure Chaos will tell me the name of the woman, but the woman who ran it at the beginning.
Karen Berger. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Transmetropolitan Volume 1.
And Unlimited, I can borrow it for free.
Dude, yes, that's the best answer of the day right there.
Yeah, Sandman and Fables are also on Unlimited, I believe.
I feel like Karen was a real revolutionary, and her interest in telling stories that were darker or different or quirky or finding really great writers who wanted to do that. I think she really created a brand at Vertigo. And she gets a ton of credit from those who know what's up, or a ton of like complete lack of knowledge from people who had no clue that she was even important. She's an interesting character in comics. And then, of course, you know, now it's all become Black Label or whatever. Thank you, Charlie.
And Karen Berger actually went to Dark Horse for a while and had an imprint there. So a lot of books were an imprint called Berger Books.
When did that happen?
I don't think it's happening anymore, but a lot of books people don't realize were those Berger books. So I can't think of any up there.
Like, are you talking about 10 years ago or in the last like 2 years?
Yeah, it lasts like 5 years, 4 years, something like
so
that.
like Black Hammer or something?
Not Black Hammer, but like there was a book called LaGuardia, Girl by the Sea.
Okay.
A couple bigger ones that you would have heard of. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
I'm so limited in my Dark Horse like reading that like really Black Hammer is like 9/10 of what I've read over it there. I know that
Same
like,
with me.
My daughters love the Stranger Things books that Dark Horse produces. But that's
Well, in the
cool to
same
know
way,
that she's actually like still getting that kind of acclaim.
yeah, that might have ended. It might have ended like around the pandemic, but yeah, there was a whole bunch of books like that. But I'm the same way with Dark Horse. So much of it is Hellboy, and I can't remember the other one. It used to be Aliens, but I always find I don't have any Dark Horse, and their trades are also overpriced. Like you don't get a deal.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that feels this way. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the stories, and I'm always going to buy the new Black Hammer trades that come out, but they're like $30 for a 5-issue trade.
Yeah, or sometimes 4-issue miniseries. You know, you'll trade weight that,
Yeah,
and it'll be like a $20 trade for 4 issues. You might as well just bought the singles.
You're basically at that point you're better off going to your shop and seeing if they have the back issues for $1 on their new wall or something.
Yeah, that happened with Dead Dog's Bite, which was great by the.
And I'm just not ready to read Black Hammer in single issues, so I'm stuck getting the trades from now on, which is like it's expensive, man.
Yeah, they've been on. If you're going digital though, I mean now you've had so many trades, you probably want the collection. But if you're going digital, they've been popping on Hoopla, so you can at least read them.
Hoopla is a great app. Does anybody else use Hoopla? So Hoopla connects your library card to digital lending through your local library system. And you can rent comic book trades and read them digitally through this Hoopla app, and it's free. It's phenomenal. So download the Hoopla app, connect your library card with a digital password so that you can rent digitally, and you'll get a ton of access to free comic books to read through your library.
Unless you're Australian.
I was going to say.
Then you need a system that hides your IP address and says that you're from Brooklyn, and then you'll be set.
I haven't, not that I've looked for him, but I haven't seen a library like for a long time. I didn't know.
I've used Hoopla and I've loved it. I found it very functional. So for Americans, apparently, check it out.
Yeah, the resolution's not as good, so there's a lot of like overlap. What's on Comixology? I know Flash, you have Comixology Unlimited, so there's a lot of overlap on it. So if something's on Comixology Unlimited, I choose to go there. But Hoopla has a lot of stuff though, and it's free. So especially if you don't have Comixology Unlimited.
Nice.
I don't know, Tony. Are you? I can't remember your feelings on digital books. Are you
I don't think
anti?
he reads anything digitally.
I don't think he reads anything.
I need a floppy. Sorry.
You need a floppy.
I mean, when you're at that age, everything's floppy.
My wife. You've been talking to my wife.
Old Wolf.
I got a refill, Tony. This is what you get. I got a refill.
Old Wolf. Last time, or it was ages ago, you were talking about how you want to change your collecting, and you're like, you want to stop buying new comic book day stuff and focus on older stuff. Have you actually done that?
No.
I've been trying. I've been trying. I cut down my new comic book list, and I've been picking up older stuff.
That's how we got that dead. Show him the Dead Man.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that, and I was like, "Oh, he did what he said." But
dude, that book in a 7.0, holy crap, man! That's a mega DC Grail. Beauty. You can blow yourself up if you want.
Did you get a raw copy as well?
I'm not blowing myself. That's kind of rude. And if I could do that, I wouldn't need you married.
You click on the bottom. And that's not the right button. You got to go to the one that's like one little picture and then 2 little pictures. Oh, or do that, whatever.
Did you get a raw copy as well?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then I remember you said I can't remember it being in a slab when you showed it.
That's the only copy I have.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's backstage.
How can you see?
Because he typed in the private chat. But Tony's got to figure out how to get us back to like everybody on screen. There we go. There he is, my guy.
That's funny. I was gonna ask how you knew too, but there's the private chat.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
I'm not that needy. I'm just that drunk.
Agu, it's good to see you, my man. Outside of hanging out chats together, I feel like we're always in the same chats.
Yeah.
Aww.
Wolf, Simone, Flash. I got everybody. All right, how you guys doing?
And then this guy.
All right.
What's up, Chaos?
The chaos in the mix.
Hey, what's
Hola.
up? How's it going, dude?
Awesome. Chaos, you're not in the garage. I love you when you're
I'll probably go to the garage in a minute.
I think old Wolf would appreciate.
Nice.
Wolf Pup.
Wolf Pulp.
IPA. There you go.
Oh my God, you're drinking his child.
And then, since Chaos is in Vegas, I know he's a fan. So here we go, Chaos. Oh, you, buddy. There you, buddy.
You didn't live anywhere near Dallas, and you're one of them.
Hey, it's where my mama is from, you know?
Oh, give me a break.
Dude, I grew up in Los Angeles. We had no team in Los Angeles. And
I know we didn't. That's why I'm a Packer.
Stickers and stuff like that. So
that's why I'm a Packer fan. So
it was easy to rep Dallas.
Is that like a rule over there? Like as far as like the team you follow, does it have to be the team that where you're from?
I mean, it's just regular. I mean, it's just it's not a rule. It's just the way it works, you know.
As long as you're on the what I think is funny, if you're on the West Coast,
80% of the time or something
from Wisconsin, then you're way off base.
Yeah. I'm never going to Wisconsin.
Hey, Chaos, what team do you follow? I'm sorry.
Team from Wisconsin.
Oh my bad.
Simon, isn't it the same with like football fans who are like you have to follow the soccer team that's like your local team, right?
Simon doesn't watch soccer. There's no soccer. They don't watch soccer in Australia.
Our soccer team sucks.
Australian rules.
We have Australian rules, right? But see, Australian rules was made in the state I live in. So there's like, I don't know, I don't follow it anymore, but let's say there's 20 teams. Like 15 of those teams are from this state that I live in. And then the other teams are considered the interstate teams. So the sport was actually created in this state. 80% of the teams are from this state.
Australian rules football is awesome, by the way, and it's not rugby. I have to keep telling Americans that.
I used to follow it heavily until my team finally won a flag. And then I kind of just lost interest. It's kind of like I waited 15 years for my team to win their premiership. We got there, and then I kind of
who? Not the Swans.
Like, it's all downhill from here. I'm done.
You reached the mountaintop.
I'm a Sydney Swans fan.
Oh, this guy. All right.
Sydney Swans.
The Swans, red. They wear red. I haven't watched in a long time, but for a minute I was paying close attention.
So Sydney Swans originated from. They used to be called the South Melbourne Swans, and they relocated to Sydney.
Okay, I'm confused.
Listen, John hates when we talk about American football. I mean, we just went to a new level that we started talking about Australian football.
I would prefer actual football to American football.
Soccer.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, soccer over football all day.
You know what I like about? So I've never followed American football because it's hard to. Like, a lot of people do follow it here, but they used to play.
Hard.
They used to play NFL Game of the Week on one of the channels here, and it was. I love the fact that once the timer, like in the, they'd always show the games where the timer runs out in the final. What do you call it? Period?
Quarter.
And then they but you know, like the play keeps going until it finishes. Like that's pretty cool. Well, every other sport, the buzzer goes and that's it. I think that's
you pulled the penalty.
Wait, I mean, let's listen about the rule of soccer is the time runs out and then they just keep going, like the time keeps going. So like soccer is one of the most weird, like that's one of the weirdest things I had to get to is soccer. Like, the game's almost over, and then it counts out, and then it just keeps.
It's
going.
Actually something I hate about it, like, because
I thought they had to set a timer. Like what's the point of the timer if they just keep going at the
extra time?
Yeah, it's very subjective. It's very subjective on how much penalty time you give. Sometimes they'll be rolling on the floor, and there should be like 5 or 6 minutes of penalty time. And the referee is like 2 minutes, you know. So that's one piece of soccer I don't like, but I love that sport.
I usually would only give like two minutes a half, unless something is like really, really bad. Then I think maybe I've done 5 minutes once, but normally it's just 2 minutes because I stop. Every once in a while I stop to note.
You're the referee though, as referee somewhere.
So I'm sitting there, they're about to kick off, and I'm like, okay, guys, go. But yeah, never 5 minutes.
Oh,
hey,
Kai. Yes, Junior, how you doing?
Say hi.
He's like, who are these guys?
You guys. Where do you ref for, Agu? You ref for like a youth league or?
I've done like YMCA, community college, Division 3 and Division 2.
Wow.
So I've done all that. I've done like Central Washington University, Eastern Washington University, Pacific Lutheran University.
You put me to shame.
Western Washington. I've done Western Washington University.
Here I thought like being an AYSO ref was something useful.
Yeah, so it's fun. I even refed in Los Angeles a little bit. I did some of the.
You look like a referee.
There's a lot.
You look like a referee.
Yeah, whatever. But it's the best seat in the house. It's the best seat in the house for sure.
I feel like I liked it at certain ages, and then at some point I was just like, this is way too serious now. Like like U8, underage 8 league in California is phenomenal. I love it. The kids are like kicking it the wrong direction, and everything is so backwards that you're just like trying to make sure they at least understand what they're doing half the time. I love it. The parents are just cheering no matter what goes on. There's
just a bunch of locusts running around the ball.
Yeah, it's
like
all
20
the swarm style. I love reffing U8 games. Like it's the best. You're just making sure that kids like aren't carrying like pocket knives and shit like crashing into each other. Like half the time the like girls have like big old hoop earrings and you're like, no, you can't. What are you doing? Like you're gonna get your ear ripped off. Like come on.
Hoop earrings at under 8.
Right? And you're like, stop. I mean, maybe it's a California thing.
Maybe.
I once had a match where there were 15, 14-year-old kids, and this is what I don't like about those matches. It's the YMCA, so they can't afford linesmen.
So you got to call the out of bounds.
Yeah, so offsides is pretty difficult. You call them like, hey, dude, I'm going to call them, but if I don't see it, just continue until you hear this,
Yeah, listen for the whistle.
But yeah, I had an air show. There was an air show, so there was like an F-18 that went in the background, and obviously it broke like Mach 3 or something because you could just hear it.
Wow.
All players except for the forward and the keeper did this. And the forward paid attention, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like doing this. I know what's coming. Scored a goal. And I called it. It was a goal. And everybody just laughed at each other. Except for the keeper. Everybody.
I'm sure the keeper was like,
yeah.
Yeah. You got to keep that focus.
Yeah. But
Charlie had
Echo
to
Park in Los Angeles. I've been to different places. Pomona. I've been to different places over in Los Angeles around.
Nice. Charlie had this like huge tournament weekend like a couple months back, and we were at a field where it was like 4 games on one field, 3 on another, and then 3. So there was like 7 to 10 games always being played. The kids have such a hard time knowing which whistle is blowing. They're like, they hear a whistle, they'll stop, and they're like, no, it's 2 fields over. It's not our field.
Oh, that would be annoying. That would be so annoying.
So they stop, and it's in the middle of a play, and the ref's like, go, go, go.
Yeah. I used to have 2 of them, like a miniature version of the Fox and the Fox. Wow. And Fox whistles, those are the ones I like.
Yeah. Anything that gets the attention, right?
That's it. No, it's a fun game. And then, like when they're younger, you got to blow the whistle and, hey, this is why I gave you called a foul. Just don't do that and you'll be good. And sometimes, like the parents get mad. I'm like, no, they're learning right now. They're like 7 and 8. You want them to learn the game.
Yeah, when their kids are 12, it means a lot.
Yeah, no, they already know.
I'm gonna be that guy. I could already tell.
It's hilarious. Like,
I mean, I think it's dumb. I think it's silly. You know, I feel bad for those parents, but I'm gonna be that parent.
But you're
You
like,
be that guy.
but I get it.
That one guy. Way to keep it going generationally. Good job,
Right?
Todd.
No, my dad didn't give a shit. I guess it skips generations.
No, I got lucky. I had good coaches, so I never really had to get into it or nothing. Like
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like my dad was my basketball coach for pretty much every basketball team I ever played for. And that made a huge difference. Just because I was like, when he's a dick, I'm like, yeah, but he's always a dick. So I get it. Like it's not personal.
yeah.
So I know Tony's been on air for almost 3 hours now. How are you doing?
1 hour.
No, because we were both on Kevin Superpower Review an hour and 40 minutes ago. We started a show with him.
Oh, well, so simple. Simon was on with Bubs for like an hour and a half at least.
There you go. So I think Tony's phasing out a little bit here.
Yeah, I need to get to sleep because I'm old.
I mean, so do you want? How about this? We have everybody hold up a book or something here at the end. Something they got near them. Just something, anything.
No, yeah, we could do that. Oh.
Look, we got Teen Titans already.
This is the Australian version of the first Nightwing. Australian.
Ooh.
The Australian version.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not 44.
Flash.
It's 13.
Oh, yeah, Flash has got stuff right behind him there. Let me see what I got.
Oh,
Let's see what I got.
Yes.
Oh, I got this. I know Agu's seen enough of these on certain
Yeah,
shows.
I was gonna make a comment, and my comment was gonna be like, "Forget the whiskey, go for tequila or something."
There you go.
Yeah.
Savage. I got Savage She-Hulk. There you go. Oh, now, Simon, that's a book on my 2022 list right there. Simon's got a book on my list. Ooh, Flash with the Jabroni variant. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So there you go.
Hey,
Tony.
is that Yarn Man up top?
You
Yeah.
bet your asses, Yarn Man.
That
And it's,
Yarn
the
Man.
highest,
man.
it's the highest graded Yarn Man on the CGC CBCS census.
Dang.
It's also the only graded Yarn Man on the
I was gonna say it's the only one.
CBCS census.
Who got that graded?
Can I tell you how much before I actually got a channel? Can I tell you how much I enjoyed you guys when Yarn Man first came about?
Really?
I want to say I was because my in-laws are in Greensboro, North Carolina, and so I was riding in Greensboro when I heard the story of how Yarn Man came about and how if y'all drove it up Comic Tom's top 10 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
what in the world is this? This is ridiculousness. But
That was
hey, but
Jabroni.
it was so fun.
So
We had to do it. We had to do it.
So there you go, Tony. Everybody shared a book at the end there. How does that work for an ending?
All right.
I wanted to get the Go Fur one or whatever, but it shot up in price. I was like, I'm like, what?
It was
So good.
Yarn Man was an experiment. We had to see how it worked on. Hey,
It worked.
I had to get some sleep. I've been up since 4 o'clock.
Go to sleep, Tony. Thank you, brother.
Go to sleep.
Good hanging out.
All right. What's up? Good night. Love you.
Remember to end the stream before you leave.
You got to click the end stream and then click it again. There's 2 clicks.
Okay.
Yep. We'll get back tomorrow morning. He'll still be on.
Why didn't it work?